Hey friends and family, this is SP News Nugget, and today you guys, we're going to talk about how a stepmother killed her stepdaughter, and what happened was the little girl died after pouring a pot of boiling water down from the stove onto her body. So you guys, let's get off into this story. The stepmother of a 4-year-old little girl is accused of leaving the child unattended and not seeking medical care after her stepdaughter was scalded by a pot of boiled water. Police said the girl Amberly died from the burns to her face, chest, and arms. The only treatment she received was face cream applied to her burns. Joanna, 42 years of age, was arrested Monday afternoon on a second-degree felony charge of abandoning a child. Joanna told police that she was bathing her other children Friday night in their home when she heard a scream from the kitchen. She said Amberly had poured a pot of boiling water from the stove onto herself, accordingly to an arrest warrant affidavit. The little girl had burns to her forehead, her face, her chest, and arms. Now, Joanna said she put Noxzema on the child in hopes that it would cool the burns for her, the warrant says. Now, Joanna said her stepdaughter stopped crying at the point and only said she was thirsty. She gave the little girl, her stepdaughter, some milk and put her to bed around 10 p.m. The woman told police that the child had first gone to sleep with her but got up and went to her own room at some point during the night, record shows. The stepmother told police that at no time during the night did she go and check on Amberly. That's what the affidavit says. There were 4 children in the home, including Amberly. The oldest child contradicts what Joanna's story had said. He told police that the girl was crying and crying after she was scalded, and that Joanna kept telling her to hush before sending her to her own bed. That's what the warrant says. The woman called police the next morning after she found Amberly unresponsive in bed. Officers arrived around 8:50 a.m. at the home in the 400 block of South 34th Street. The child was pronounced dead at the scene, record shows. Joanna told police she didn't seek medical treatment for Amberly because she had 3 other children under 6 in the home. She said her husband was out of the States working, the warrant says. The scalding occurred about 12 hours before Amberly was found dead in her bed. Joanna failed to provide any assistance to Amberly, including medical assistance or even attempting to call for assistance. The arrest was made. The Navarro County Medical Examiner's Office said the girl died from injuries sustained from the boiling water, police said. Joanna remains in the Navarro County Justice Center in lieu of $50,000 bail. Okay, you guys, so let's talk about this Joanna lady, stepmama, Mama Dearest, because that's what she is. She's Mama Dearest. Now, she couldn't give this baby the love that she was giving the other kids, which I don't know for sure if all 3 of the other kids were just hers in another previous relationship, and not Joanna, but Amberly, being the little girl, is the only stepchild that was in the home. But there was 4 children in the home, including Amberly. But it's kind of weird to me that this child poured scalding hot water from the stove onto herself. Now, I guess they may not have evidence that was it an accident? I don't know, because after a child gets scalded with hot boiling water, surely Noxzema is not going to cure it. This stepmother had to know that this child was in some kind of pain. For her not to call 911 because it was an accident would have been the right thing to do. What is going on in these women's mind, whether it's your child or not, to not seek attention when the child is in pain? So she told a lie to the police officers and said she didn't say anything, and she went ahead and put her in the bed with her like she was comforting her and she didn't see anything. But a child had to come and tell the truth. This little boy had come and told the truth and said, no, 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 Joanna's lying. That's not what happened. So the other child, and it could have been Amberly's brother or stepbrother, we don't know, came and told the police officers, no, Amberly been crying and crying. And the stepmama sent her to her bed, her own bed, and left her there after getting scalded and crying and all that pain. And you know she had to be in a lot of pain. Scalded hot boiling water? Who does that? Oh, quit crying. Go to your room. I can just see it. I can hear it. Now, the little girl passed away in her bed. So, Mommie Dearest didn't even go and check on her. She woke up the next morning or whatever and found the little girl unresponsive. No, you didn't find her unresponsive. You found her dead. Then you want to call 911 and then make up some big old story that this is what I did and all this. Now, the man that you married, this is his child, evidently. And you done basically killed his child. You know, you guys, I think they're not going to find out if she did it intentionally, because when you've got hot boiling water, you put it on the back end of the stove. Every mother knows that. And you turn the handle to the stove inward. So, you know, kids ain't running through the house and all this other stuff, or they can't even reach for it. So while she bathing the other kids, she's attending to the other kids, and she's not giving this kid any attention. And so she says that's what happened. And I really do not believe that, but that's just my opinion. You guys, I want you to chime in on this story. I had another story. I was putting it in there, and I just said, right now, we'll just handle this one. So you guys, tell me what you think about this story. This stepmama put Noxzema on a child that just got scalded by boiling water, and she puts Noxzema on the child. That's basically the story, you guys. All in a nutshell. Would you put Noxzema on your child and just send it to bed? No, you wouldn't. But this wasn't her child. This was her husband's child, which she probably felt some kind of anger towards, because it wasn't her baby out of her womb. Unbelievable. You guys, don't leave your kids with anybody. Anybody. Okay. Leave me a comment down below. And you guys, I'll see you guys tomorrow evening at 5 p.m. Central Time. Until then, I want you guys to be good, be safe, and be nice to each other. Bye.